Hello Aquarius, my name is Nigel and you have reached Älkëmï. In a moment I'm going to shift into warp speed, lay out all your cards and give you the predictions for the month of December 2023. You are welcome to stay and watch, or you can meet me on the other side and just skip over everything. Either way, I'll see you on the other side. Hello Aquarius, welcome to your reading. The overall vibe this month, and it is sort of interesting, is you do have the Sun, Leo energy. Now, we all know the Sun is a card of joy, of contentment, of happiness. So let's get started on your month. You have the Devil. To start the month off, you have yourself pulling away from some aspect that you were bound to before. A definite pulling away energy, a definite, maybe you saw something was very toxic and you decided to do something about it. Over here, you have the Two of Wands, and in this deck, this is someone clawing their way out of a situation. What's interesting is I'm pretty sure in your reading, for your weekly reading, you had this card as well. So there's a definite sort of wanting to get away from something. You know, in some cases, this absolutely could be a marriage. It could be a commitment that you had. If it's not a marriage, it's definitely a commitment, something that was in your life. It could be a commitment that you had to a line of work, a job, or absolutely a person. So you have, as you're coming into the month, the release of the desire to release this toxicity, climb your way out, break away from something that's been in your life for quite some time. Here in mid-month, you're diligently working on something here with the Eight of Pentacles. This is positively aspected. And you have here the in the middle of the reading, you do have the Five of Swords. So if you look at this, this side of the Five of Swords would be pretty dark, right? Over here, it's you just holding your sword and holding your ground, and it is a subtle card of victory, but I think more than that, it's a card of, you know, defending yourself. So in the middle of the reading, it's you trying to defend yourself, defend something. Your work is aspected here. Now, like I said, this could be a job situation for sure. And it's also could be a relationship that impacts your work or your income. Now, what's interesting here, you have your Four of Wands reversed. You know, what was once, what you thought was a happy home turned out to not be quite as happy as it seems, or as it seemed. And that sort of makes sense with everything here. Now, as we go on to the end of the month, you have with this Nine of Swords reversed. Instead of being held down and captive by your thoughts and maybe depressed, it's almost like a light bulb goes off. You remember something, you see something, you pull yourself out of that in some way, and greatly you have the Sun again. You have the Sun twice in this reading, and this is definitely hope. Whatever's going on here, whatever's going on here is hard. It's difficult, I'm not going to lie, but it is giving birth to hope. Your overall vibe for the month is hope and joy. So let's continue. You do have for the end of the month the Five of Pentacles, and as we all know, the Five of Pentacles is abandonment. It could be destitution, it could be financial problems, but you know, you do have this joy here. So let's look at this before we get to this part. This is your month. These are some possible warnings, and here we have some possible blessings. So before we get to this part, I'd like to concentrate on this part. At the center of the reading, we have you in a I'm not going to say it's aggressive, but it is definitely someone who's protecting what they feel is theirs. Defending yourself, protecting yourself, holding your swords. You have you letting go of toxicity, defending yourself. Now, all this energy might give birth to at least temporarily having problems with your money, or feeling a sense of abandonment. With all this, we're very complex creatures, aren't we? I mean, we don't just feel one thing. We may understand that a situation's toxic and we know that we have to defend ourselves, but there is an undercurrent here of sadness, and that's understandable, especially when I look at it this way. We look at the ending of a possible relationship. Something that was serious. Like I said, it could be a marriage. It could be something that you thought of as your future. You know, the Hierophant reversed is Taurian energy, but it's more than that. It is a commitment that you made that you've either changed your mind about, or this choice has been taken away. You do have the Four of Wands reversed as well. Right next to this, the happy home turned upside down, right? Leading to problems for you with your sense of security. You may feel very insecure, you're at a loss. This situation has created problems for you. You're clawing your way out, you're defending yourself, and when you do this, it is leading to a joyful resolution. You have this recognition of this toxicity giving way to some work on your part, some sort of work. Maybe you're working on yourself. Maybe you're working at an actual job. Maybe you're doing something covertly that no one knows about. And it is leading to this loss of depression, loss of hopelessness. It's an interesting reading, Aquarius, because you have definite problems here, which I can see you fighting your way out of it, and you really coming into a different way of thinking, you know. No matter how you look at it, it really leads to the same place for the same reasons. Now over here, you do have some warnings. But let me go through the signs. You have Capricorn on the table, you have Taurus on the table, you have Leo on the table. In fact, you have Leo twice. Now, take that with a grain of salt. It is a genpop reading. I would think, instead of looking at signs or sexes, I would just look at energy. So here, in your warnings, there is some sort of Libran energy here, justice energy here. There might be an injustice that's attempted towards you, or this could represent legal problems, and I could see that being the case if you're indeed breaking off a relationship that was legally bound you. And the warning here is it will affect your prosperity. And this Two of Cups being in the warning is, you know, this relationship is not something you should look back on and attempt to go back to. This is in the warning column. This may have been your wish at one time, but it should be looked at as a lesson at this point. Here in your blessings column, you do have the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and you have he has some beautiful fertile energy behind him, behind his throne. You could say that it's almost hidden. It's maybe something that you're keeping for yourself, that you know is there for you. It could be a person, it could be material wealth. It could be anything. It could be this thing that, for some of you anyway, if you're working on something that no one knows about, this could absolutely mean that. But this is in the blessings column. You still have that, and this Page of Pentacles sort of mirrors this, right? You go from a king to a page. However, they're both giving you the same sort of message, and the message here is you have something. You're not as destitute as you think you are. And with this Chariot energy here, you know, it's positively taking off, going towards something full force that's meant for you. It's a positive aspect. That's Cancer energy here, Libran energy here. So what I'm going to do is pull some of these tea leaves. I have two decks here, right here. I am going to pull some tea leaves. Show me week 1. Oop. You got 2 for week 1. Firecracker, excitement. Yeah, this excitement might or might not be positive excitement. And you have a cracked cup, dissatisfaction with life. Yeah, I mean, that does show in the cards, and the excitement might be fairly negative. Honestly, it just might be. You have in mid-month, show me mid-month. Show me mid-month for Aquarius, please. Show me mid-month. Show me mid-month. Show me mid-month for Aquarius, please. You have karma. You will reap what you have sown. Yeah, I mean, honestly, for sure. And you do have dogs, getting together with friends. But, you know, with dogs, I consider dogs extremely loyal creatures. They're always there for us. I always say we don't deserve dogs, right? This situation might have been something that you were very loyal to, and that you put a lot into, and that you may have blindly trusted, right? And the karma card, you know, it's going to be different for all of you here, right? However this started, I bet you if you looked back, you will recognize things that you ignored as red flags. Things that, you know, you look back and you're like, why didn't I take that more seriously? So, with the haystack, I really believe that's what they're trying to tell us. So show me the end of the month, please. You got the sun again, Aquarius. New creative ideas, new venture, a fresh start. So you got the sun 3 times. Let's try one more. Give me one more, because we got 2 for the others. Show me. Yep, too many cards. I think Spirit is trying to tell me to leave it at the 1 card, and I'm going to listen. I am going to move on to show me these warnings, please. Show me these warnings. With the warnings, it says obstacles to overcome. And yeah, I would say so. There are obstacles to overcome here, and that is pretty clear in this reading. And show me these blessings, please. Show me these blessings for Aquarius. You have Wall. There was a misunderstanding. You may listen. Obviously, there was something that happened. I'm not even going to call it a misunderstanding. This Wall here is very, very indicative of Aquarian energy when they get hurt, when they're protecting themselves. This energy right here of you protecting yourself. Mostly people will say don't build a wall around yourself. That's not healthy. I mean, in this situation, I think you have to, because here in the warning column you have a legal matter, possible legal matter, or at the very least an injustice that's attempted, something that affects your prosperity, and there is a warning here about a relationship. And for this, you have to build a wall around yourself. You can't be soft. You can't let anyone in, or at least this person back in. And a wall is needed to be built just to get through this. You have a lot waiting for you here that's positive, Aquarius. I'm I'm very happy to see this. As you know, I'm an Aquarian myself. So I think when you have the sun 3 times in a reading, it's a very positive omen, but the reading's realistic, right? It's not roses and rainbows. This is a difficult time. But there is hope here. There is hope here. So try to hang in there. Try not to get sucked down. Build your wall. I like to call it a semi-permeable membrane. When you have a semi-permeable membrane, you let just what you trust in and you keep everything else out. And that's what this wall is indicative of. I really hope you enjoyed your reading. This is a great way to end the year with this much hope. We are going to be doing a giant 2024 reading at the end of the year, so be sure and subscribe, click notify, and in the meantime you could do your weekly readings. They'll be coming out every week. I wish you all the best. Namaste.